Hey guys, Dave here. Today we're making up some pasta with some bacon and some chicken, a creamy sauce with spinach and tomatoes. Oh my goodness, a great midweek meal. You are going to love this, so let me show you how to do it. Okay, first off, I'm going to grab up about 6 slices of bacon and throw them into a pan over medium-high heat. Then we are just going to fry these up until they're nice and crispy. And I don't know about you, but there is just something about the smell of frying bacon first thing in the morning just brings you to life, in me anyway. But anyway, this is just going to take a few minutes here. While that bacon is frying up, I'm going to add a bit of salt to a pot of boiling water. Throw in a cup and a half of penne pasta. Give it a stir and let it burl or boil away for about 10 or 12 minutes, just to the point where it's al dente. You know, that pasta still has a bit of a bite to it. Okie dokie, that bacon is coming along nicely here and smelling ever so good. After a few more minutes, we're just going to remove it from the pan and put it on a chopping board and just cut it into, I'd say, about bite-sized chunks. And I have to say, I am really tempted to eat this right about now, but of course I can't. What do you know, lo and behold, that pasta is done about the same time, so I'm just going to give it a drain and we'll set this aside. Next up, in the same pan, you don't want to touch this, you got all kinds of great flavors happening. I'm going to throw in 2 chicken breasts that I've sliced up into strips. Now, I do suppose you could use chicken tenders too, but I just use the breasts. They're a bit cheaper. Season them up with a bit of salt. Oh, I don't know, about a teaspoon, something like that. Of course, another teaspoon of the old ground black pepper. Some smoked paprika, and I always say use the smoked stuff because it's much better, and we're doing another teaspoon here. And last but not least, Italian seasoning, and you got it. Yes, it's a teaspoon, a teaspoon, a teaspoon, all the way through. You know what, on second thought, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of hot pepper flakes just for a little bit of heat. So you probably guessed it, we're going to fry these up so they're basically cooked through on both sides. And this will just take a few minutes because they're fairly thin. But I do declare they are smelling mighty fine. After a few minutes, that chicken is basically fried up, so I'm just going to set this aside on a plate. And you know what? I have to admit that I give that chicken a taste, and it is so good. Alright, in the same pan again, I'm going to throw in a couple of handfuls of baby spinach. Follow that up by 10 cherry tomatoes that I've cut in half. Of course, you can use more than 10. And these are indeed fresh cherry tomatoes, fresh from the garden. 3 cloves of the old chopped garlic. I will just stir and saute this just until the spinach wilts down, and this won't take very long at all. I don't know, a couple of minutes, something like that. And kind of the great thing is that spinach is releasing some water and is deglazing the pan, and that's just what we want. Okie dokie, now we're going to pour in a cup and a half of heavy cream, and if you're diet conscious, you can use half and half or table cream, something like that. I think milk's a little too thin. Give everything a stir around here and bring it to a soft boil, but isn't this looking good? After a soft boil, in we go with half a cup of parmesan, and this is just the powder, but you can use the real parmesan if you can afford it. Once again, a stirring, we will go until everything comes together again. And you've probably guessed it by now, throw that chicken into the mix. And don't forget the juices because it has rested for a while. Of course, that bacon that's been so ever patiently waiting. And you know what, to give it a kick, about half a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. You got it, a mixing we will go again. And last but not least, it is time to throw in that penne pasta. This time grab up a couple of spoons and give it a toss, and now look at it. Oh my goodness, is it looking good. Everything is coming together so nicely. Go ahead and plate this up and make it all fancy-dancy like, or the best we can do anyway. And of course, we're going to throw on a little bit more Parmesan, just to give it that extra flavor and kick. And that is pretty much it, my friends. That creamy pasta with bacon and tomatoes and spinach and chicken, just about everything you could imagine, and ever so good. And if you do make it up, believe me, I'm not lying to you. It is worth the effort because it is so good. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe because it helps the channel out. And stay tuned Sunday, yes Sunday, for our next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.